Build a few websites to promote your coaching business services or products.
Part 3 of 3.
Domain name registration ideas for multiple websites. Once you've decided in your mind that building multiple websites is a great idea, it would be a good idea to also start brainstorming on different domain name ideas for those different websites. You don't have to build them out all at once, but it would be a good idea to register the domain names for these websites that come to mind, if only just to lock up the domain name for yourself so some other coach doesn't get the idea and register the domain name before you can. Don't let that happen. Now, here's a domain name registration tip that I want to talk to you about. And I'm also going to get into and mention where I register my domain names. But never, ever, 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 ever register any of your domain names at the same place where you host your website. If you ever decide to move your website from one hosting company to another, which you might and most people do, you won't have to worry about transferring your domain name to the new hosting company. See, there's a difference between transferring a domain name, and listen to my words carefully. There's a difference between transferring a domain name and transferring a website with content. What's the difference? The difference is a domain name is the address, the name, which is registered typically at a domain name registration company like reallycheapnames.com, GoDaddy.com, networksolutions.com. Your website, when you think of a website, don't think of the name. That's the domain name. When you think of a website, think of files, folders, and images. Those components make up a website. Those are the things you will port around from one hosting company to a different hosting company every now and then. And I'm really serious. Every couple of years, you're probably going to wind up, I can save money if I go over here. I can get more bang for my buck over here. I like the customer service over here. You're going to move around. I lost my webmaster. I can't host over there anymore. I'm going to leave them and go over here. But your domain name always should stay put in one location. And in this case, keep it where you registered it at. And typically it's, like I said, Really Cheap Names, GoDaddy.com. You won't have to worry about transferring the domain name to the new hosting company. For example, if you host at HostGator.com, FatCow.com, Bluehost.com, JustHost.com, if you host your website there, great. All power to you. Do not register or transfer your domain there. That's just, and this is just a registration tip, hosting tip for you. It's got nothing to do with coaching or nothing like that. It's just a tip. Keep your domain names separated from your hosting. Do not transfer your domain names from your domain name registrar, which is like a GoDaddy or reallycheapnames.com, and move it over to the hosting company. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. And by the way, I register my domains at reallycheapnames.com. www.reallycheapnames.com. Now, how do you build all these different sites? Great question. I bet you were thinking about that this whole time, right? Most likely, your website hosting plan comes with a feature called Add-on Domains. This allows you to virtually add on as many websites you want to build to a single hosting account. This feature saves you money in extra and unnecessary hosting fees. How do you know if you have this feature? For starters, call your hosting company and ask them. They'll tell you if you have this feature, direct you to where it is, and probably show you how to add on a new domain. In a nutshell, here are the basic steps. Number 1, register your new domain name idea where you register your current domains. Like I said, GoDaddy, really cheap names, Enum, Network Solutions, Register.com, etc. Number 2, change the name servers for that new domain to point to your current hosting company. And that might be HostGator, Bluehost, JustHost, FatCow.com, etc. Number 3, inside your hosting account, find the add-on domains icon, click it, and add the new domain. Actually, type in the domain that you just registered that you want to host on the piggyback of your current main hub website. And then press enter or submit or whatever the button says. And then number 4, when it's added, proceed to build your new website. There's no need to set up a separate hosting account that will only charge you another $4 to $25 per month. No, save your money. You could literally have 5 to 10 additional websites on one single hosting account if your hosting company allows it, and most do. You'd be saving yourself $500, $600, $700 per year, potentially. So that's one step in how you build these websites. You add on a domain name to your current main site, and then what happens is it creates a folder or a directory on your main website. So if you were to log into the server, whether it's through FTP software like FTP Voyager or FileZilla or Fire FTP, or you went through the cPanel and you clicked on File Manager, and from there you navigated to the folders, and you would see the new domain name, its name, minus the .com or .net or .org extension. You would just see the folder name of the main domain name. It's in that folder where you will start to build the website. So you will upload your WordPress files, or you'll install your WordPress files in that directory. You'll upload anything and everything related to that website into that folder, and then that folder will display anything that you do in there on the web for that domain name, and then you are off to the races. In a nutshell, that's kind of how it's done. And I've done it before. I've done it for my clients, and I also teach it on mytrainingcenter.com how to do it. So if you'd like to learn more about adding on multiple domain names or building these different websites, then go to my favorite training center, and yours, I hope, www.mytrainingcenter.com, to watch my videos on how it's done. So anyhow, I hope you got a lot out of this audio about building a few websites to promote your coaching business and services and products. Just think about that. There were 14 ideas, and I'm going to rattle them off real quick just as a recap. But think of other ideas too. Another idea would be joint venture partnering with someone to build a website. I mentioned the catalog website, definitely for your own products, but maybe you might want to create a book library, a book catalog website, just to sell and promote books that are related to your niche. That's a great service. And then you could review them. Yeah, there's a website, a review website, where you're reviewing products and you're reviewing other coaches. You could create a coaching direct. Anyhow, you could go crazy with cool ideas. So I'm going to rattle them off one more time. Number 1, you have your main site. Number 2, you have a newsletter subscription website. Number 3, you have a video website. Number 4, you have a book-specific selling website. Number 5, you have a workshop or seminar or class website. Number 6, you have a product-specific website. Number 7, a blogging website. Number 8, coaching program or coaching package website. Number 9, a membership website. Number 10, directory website. Number 11, testimonial website. Number 12, social network or community website. Number 13, catalog website. And number 14, a forum website where it's kind of like an ask you, the coach, questions, and you can privatize it and sell membership access to current and past clients. It's great. Anyhow, you know what to do now. Build a few websites to promote your coaching business services and products online.